So, before we continue, I do want to comment on one thing about that scene we just saw, and that's how it shows the closeness between Arthas and Uther. You know, they're joking together, they're sharing a laugh together. It really shows that those two are very, have a good amount of camaraderie between them. They're very comfortable around each other to be able to, have a joke about Arthas's father, together. It just shows how close they are right here at the very beginning, which makes what happens later all the more tragic between the two of them. However, I do... to this day, people have different perspectives or views, or in my, based on what I have come to learn and what the devs at Blizzard and the writers have established in other things like the books and such about Arthas, they still think to this day that Arthas turned evil, when the reality is that he actually didn't. Now, the things he did can be kind of debated. Like, we'll talk about Stratholme when we get there. I have a lot to say about that. I even have that extra bit from the book that I want to read for you guys when we get there. But let's just, but I want to make it clear, just as... Okay, well, actually, I'm going to save it for when we get there. When we get to the Northrend and the big moment, I'll save my little bit that I want to talk about when we get there. But I just wanted to share that real quick.
I stand for the light. Is there danger? Justice shall be done. It isn't easy being the prince. I will bring honor to my father and my kingdom. Light, guide my path. Light, give me strength. I should be in command. I know what I'm doing. There's no need to bow. The light is my strength.
Okay.
Yes, my liege. Yes, my liege. Don't ask, don't tell. Grab your sword and fight the Horde. Don't ask, don't tell. Grab your sword and fight the Horde.
Okay, I thought that was, Oh, did they change this map? I think they did. Or is this not the mission I'm thinking of? Huh. So if I recall, the first mission as humans was... It had like two entrances this way, and Uther was here, and he was just kind of going back and forth. I think they changed this map. Huh.
I'm here to help.
So Arthas starts off, Holy light, yep.
Of course. Certainly. Of course. For honor. Certainly.
Prince Arthas, what are you doing? I'm destroying the crates.
Of course.
But those are supplies for us. Are you questioning your prince?
For honor.
No, sire.
Of course.
Of course not.
Certainly.
Huh. Don't even get any peasants.
I stand for the light.
Interesting. Oh, sheep. It still works. They left it in here. Yes.
Is there danger? Of course. The light is my strength. Certainly. For honor.
Uh-huh.
A sound plan.
We'll fight for Lordaeron! Get your swords!
I'm here to help.
Okay, then.
Of course.
Please, you're my only hope. A group of gnolls kidnapped my little Timmy and took him to their hideout in the forest. Could you find him and bring him home?
Oh, Timmy.
Certainly.
Hang on, Timmy. We're on our way. Those of you who know about Timmy, well...
Help! Help me, please! I'm trapped in the cage! Please get me out of here. I want to go home.
For honor.
Oh, thanks so much. I have a reward for you.
Okay.
Of course.
Ring of protection.
For honor.
Little Timmy. Don't worry, we're gonna see Timmy again later.
Is there danger?
If you know what I'm talking about, well...
Certainly.
I laugh, but it is also a little sad.
Of course.
Hold on.
For honor.
Help! Bandits are stealing our belongings!
We'll take their coin just like everyone else's.
Those bandits stole my ledger. Without it, I will lose my entire farm. Please, retrieve it from their camp. It would mean so much to us.
Certainly. Of course. Certainly.
Here we go.
Honor.
Say your prayers.
Certainly.
Arthas can't even get to him. There we go. The aura.
Of course. A sound plan.
So, by the way, in case you didn't know this, Warcraft 3 was basically the game that set the standard and like kind of brought the idea of quests, to games like this. Basically, Warcraft 3 with the quests and the
Thank you for
exclamation
helping
and question
me.
marks.
Please.
The stuff that we know in WoW was basically introduced here. So,
Of course.
yeah. If it wasn't for the success of this quest system in Warcraft 3, we probably wouldn't have had as what we did
Certainly.
in
Damn. The attack has already begun. To arms, my brothers! A sound plan. Of course. Certainly.
Huh.
The light is my strength. A sound plan. For honor.
The Blackrock Clan.
Of course.
Huh.
Haul these wretches off with the rest of them. Move them out!
Our forces are under attack!
Certainly. A sound plan. Certainly. Of course.
So just a reminder, obviously with them being labeled the Blackrock clan, these are not orcs that are part of Thrall's horde. These are basically leftovers from the original horde that was led by Gul'dan and Blackhand.
Of course. Certainly.
So I think the next mission is the one where we get Uther just kind of patrolling back and forth.
Bless you, Prince Arthas.
But what about the others who were taken away?
Don't worry, son. We'll find them and bring them home safe.
Prince Arthas, Lord Uther needs you at the Orc encampment immediately.
Never a dull moment. Let's get moving.
So I want to comment on something about that scene there. First off, I love that they added the little animation of him actually kneeling down to talk to the little boy. That was really nice touch there. Really nice little attention to detail. Second, that shows that one of the things that Arthas truly cares about and is a driving force throughout the entire campaign here is one thing, and that is that he truly does care for his people. Remember, this is a man who is in line to become the next king of this entire land of Lordaeron, which means he is going to be the king of all these people. And he wants to let them know that he cares about them. That he's not going to be one of those kings who only cares about being a king and not care about his people. He truly does care for his people, as he showed right there. And it's something to remember and keep in mind about him as we continue through the rest of this campaign. Just pointing that out, making that clear. So this is the human victory screen. I'm curious what the other ones are going to be. Black Rock and Roll. 20 minutes later, at Uther's encampment near the Black Rock clan village. You can see the little dots there on the map showing that we've traveled all the way to Strombrad now.
Ah, good timing, lad. I sent 2 of my best knights into parley with the Orc leader. They should be returning shortly. Damn. These Orcs will never surrender.
Then let's get in there and destroy the beasts.
Remember, Arthas, we are paladins. Vengeance cannot be a part of what we must do. If we allow our passions to turn to bloodlust, then we will become as vile as the Orcs.
Yes, Uther.
Now, if you're feeling up to it, I want you to lead the attack.
Me? Well, of course.
I'll remain here and ensure that none of the loathsome beasts threaten the camp.
I won't fail you.
I know you won't, lad.
By the way, I'm pretty sure that is very, very similar to the hammer that he
I stand for the
leaves in Northrend, and that you can find when you do the quest line to get Shadowmourne, where it directs you to the place where Frostmourne was, and it basically lets you find that hammer, and then you use that to create Shadowmourne. I know, right? Anyways, so yeah, this is the one I was talking about, where Uther is a level 10. He's going to be patrolling, going back and forth with the gates, and this is basically going to be our first, time to be able to actually see what it's like to play as the humans. Let's go ahead and start upgrading the towers here. peasants.
Easy.
Hold on. Hold on. All right, let me get a new one, and then let me see if I can get the... I know the peasants have at least a couple of poke lines, and I have to play those for you. There's at least one that I thought was hysterical when I realized what the reference was.
Ready to work. Yes, me lord. Help! Help! I'm being repressed! No! What is it? More work? Help! Help! I'm being repressed!
Upgrade complete.
A horse
Upgrade
kicked me
complete.
once. It hurt. No! You're the king? Well, I didn't vote for you.
There it is. That's the one. That's the one I was trying to get. Oh my gosh, that is a reference to Monty Python. You guys remember that? You're the king. I didn't vote for you. Oh man. That was the one. I at least wanted to have that one play for you guys. I just thought that was so funny when I first heard that. All right, so let's see. So I need to construct a barracks, 2 farms, and train 6 footmen. Do I even have a lumber mill up? There's the Altar of Kings. Alright, so this is the lumber mill. Okay.
Yes, me lord.
Alright, let's get a couple of farms going here.
Yes, me lord. Off I go then. Righto. Yes, me lord.
Very small, simple, basic upgrades here right now. Let me go ahead and just upgrade the other
Ready
2
to work.
towers.
What is it?
Let's see. Yeah, let's get a barracks.
Done. Off I go then. Righto.
Now, I'm very curious if they actually fixed the AI for Uther, because the thing that Uther would tend to do in the original game was, as soon as enemies showed up, he would invuln, and then he would have them just attack you.
Done.
There's the invuln.
Job
A
done.
sound plan.
He immediately invulns.
Upgrade complete.
Of course.
What? Off I go then.
Prepare that, peasant.
Righto.
And then back to work collecting lumber.
Job's done. Job's done.
Ready for action.
Let's get a couple more peasants for collecting lumber. You guys saw in the last mission, collecting lumber is a big issue for me. I'm fine on gold, but it's the lumber that causes me issues.
Ready to work.
Yes,
Job
my lord.
done.
Ready for
Alright.
action. Orders.
What? Yes, me lord.
Ready
Can't
for
even do any upgrades right now. That'll be for later missions.
you need.
Job done.
Again, they can't attack Uther because he invulns immediately. So they just attack everything else.
Aye, my lord. Ready for action. Of course.
Aye, my lord. I'll go ahead and turn myself down a bit. Sorry if I'm a little too loud for you guys. He still has his invuln going.
The light is my strength.
Look at that.
Is there danger?
Orders ready for action.
Alright. All 6 have been trained.
Here to help.
So the next part... Undiscovered quest. Alright, here we go.
Paladin fool! The warlocks of the Black Rock clan have spoken. Soon, demons will rain from the sky, and this wretched world will burn.
Yes, I've heard this rhetoric before. You orcs will never learn. It was only a mirror image. Damn it, what are these curs up to?
The hour of doom approaches. Let this paltry sacrifice appease our demon masters.
You sick bastards. You'll never get away with it.
Slay the orcs.
Slay them all.
So in the original game, he did it one at a time. In this one, he just cut them all down with one attack. So that reminded me, I actually wanted to comment on something about Uther. And it's something that's kind of a shame about his character because, well, you know, he's Uther. He's amazing. But there is one thing that is actually a flaw with him in this campaign, as we see, and that's he has a bit of, I think I want to say, naivete. You've seen it already a couple times about you know, him expecting that the orcs would actually parlay with them, him going, yes, I've heard this rhetoric before. You know, he has a lot of, you know, that. You know, whether it's naivete actually or not, you know, I'm just kind of trying to get the point that you can kind of pick up on that idea that it's almost like he's not really taking this seriously as he probably should, or that, you know, and there's going to be a line later on, I think it's at the end of this mission after we beat it, that he says to Arthas that in hindsight, when you know what's coming, it's like, oh, Uther, you have no idea. It's like, you really just are not really taking it seriously or being a little naive. So, anyways, just wanted to kind of comment on that real quick. All right.
Is my strength.
We will get to them in a bit, Arthas, but first...
A sound plan.
We have some dwarves to find.
Well met, good human. Have you come to join in our hunt?
What are you dwarves hunting in this region?
We're hunting black drakes. It's said the drake's blood can bestow fiery enchantments upon weapons.
The fiery enchantments you seek could prove useful.
The name of the beast we're hunting is Cyranox. With your aid, the monster won't stand a chance.
Justice shall be done.
Alright, I can now use this to get upgrades. Now I have a blacksmith.
I stand for the light.
So yes, we are going after a black dragon. Keep that in mind. That's kind of important when you think about how many black dragons we have to deal with. Now, also remember, Deathwing was actually an actual character in Warcraft 2. That's kind of the last time we saw Deathwing.
A sound plan.
And the whole thing about the black dragon fight was kind of starting to, well, become an actual thing. I like that we have to have the dwarves because they're the only ones who can attack the dragons because of the guns.
You dare challenge me?
You mortals become more reckless with every generation.
Our town is under siege. Research complete.
Let's bring this heart back to the dwarves. Of course.
And now Arthas has his own divine shield.
For honor.
Yeah, Uther had this. The only problem is that now the tower is, well, damaged.
Yes, my lord.
Repair the towers. Yes, my lord. Yeah, I can now have him build blacksmiths myself if I wanted him to.
Now I will reforge your weapons to strike with searing heat.
Pretty sure that's Metzen again.
Research complete.
Is there danger?
Alright, an orb of fire. Very nice.
Justice shall be done.
Alright, now let's go. Let's hunt some orc.
Certainly.
As
Righto.
As Aragorn would say, let's hunt some orc.
Our forces are under attack.
Yes, my lord. All right.
Is there danger? For honor. Of course.
Our town is under siege. Research complete.
Feel my wrath. A sound plan.
What is back here?
Of course. A sound plan.
Nothing. Oh, wait. Murlocs!
A sound plan. For honor. Of course. For honor. Certainly.
Research complete.
That's pretty much it.
A sound plan.
Let's have them head back and explore that away. That away! Go ahead and get a second army going here. Although I just realized I'm going to need to have someone make some more farms.
My lord. Off I go then. Yes, my lord.
A lot more farms. Farms.
Righto.
Locked and loaded.
Aha.
I'm here to help. For honor.
Look more fall.
Job done.
Certainly.
Ready for action.
Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. Certainly.
Job done.
do you need? Say the word. Orders? Right. Locked and loaded!
Job's done. Is there danger? A sound plan. Certainly.
You two, go explore this.
Job's done.
Orders?
You two cover this.
Say the word.
Aha!
I
More nose!
Locked and
The
loaded!
light is my strength.
What do you need?
I'm here to help. I
Job's
stand
done.
for the light. Is there danger? A sound plan. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan.
You've done well, lad. This was a sound victory.
I don't know, Uther. The orcs were sacrificing townsfolk. I think they were trying to summon demons.
Have faith, lad. These orcs are trying to hold on to dying traditions. We defeated their demons a long time ago. Let's head for home. It's been a long day.
That's the line I was referring to. They're just trying to hold on to dying traditions. We defeated their demons long ago. There's no demons coming back. It's all nonsense. You see what I mean about that mindset from Uther? It's just... it's, you know, because we know how wrong he is. Such a shame. Interlude. Jaina's meeting. 2 weeks later in the Violet Gardens of Dalaran. You can even see there the capital city. You can see all the Alterac ruins. And then down there, past Lordamere Lake, is Dalaran. And this is an important moment here.
You must be wiser than the king. The end is near.
I told you before, I'm not interested in this nonsense.
Then I've wasted my time here.
You can show yourself now, Jaina. He's gone.
I'm sorry for eavesdropping, Master, but...
It's your inquisitive nature that I've come to rely on, child. That crazed fool's convinced that the world is about to end.
Hi, Jaina.
I've heard the rumors of the plague spreading throughout the Northlands. Do you truly believe that the plague is magical in nature?
It's a strong possibility. That's why I need you to travel there and investigate the matter. I've arranged for a special envoy to assist you.
Yes, Master. I'll do my best.
I know you will, child. Farewell.
Did you see them practicing polymorph there? That was hilarious. So there's something important about that cutscene. Medivh knew that there was a mage that was going to actually take what he said to heart kind of seriously and was actually going to help aid him. He just didn't know who. He thought it was going to be Antonidas. It was actually Jaina. He He did actually meet the mage he was trying to reach. He just didn't realize it at the moment. Of course, we know that Jaina ends up playing that big role later on. So, and I'll comment in a bit about that scene, because this is where basically some of the stuff that starts to happen in this game starts to take place in the book. So, the book Arthas: Rise of the Lich King. So, a good bit of the first, like maybe, quarter of the book or so, maybe the first third, is stuff that happens before this game, focusing a lot on Arthas growing up, him and Jaina growing up, him and Jaina growing close, and oh my gosh, those two, I feel so bad for those two. Those two truly did love each other, and it's such a shame that how things went. And it's partly because, well, Arthas got a bit of cold feet. No, I'm serious. There was a point in the book where he says to Jaina, "I'm not ready," and because in his mind he starts thinking about the future. He starts thinking about, because the Menethils and the Proudmoores were very close as families, and there was talk. Everyone was expecting Arthas and Jaina were because he was prince, and Jaina was the basically. We know how highly regarded she was in Kul Tiras at this point. The Proudmoores basically ruled Kul Tiras. So, Jaina was also basically royalty as well. And everyone was basically expecting that Arthas and Jaina were going to end up getting married, and which would have, made her the queen of Lordaeron eventually. And, of course, they would have both had kids and stuff. And Arthas starts thinking about all this in his mind, and he gets cold feet and he goes, "I'm not ready." And it's just one of those moments where it eventually leads to them deciding to stop their relationship as lovers at that point. And it was just kind of a, oh, come on, Arthas, for a moment for me in the book. And then we eventually start to see the events of this game start to actually be referenced in the book. And basically from that point, the rest of the book is what happens in this game. And oh my gosh. And trust me, I'm coming up to that point where I'm going to read a bit from the book to help emphasize a moment. Not too much, because obviously I don't want to cause any possible copyright issues or anything. It's just a small snippet of it, just to help emphasize something that was not in this game. It should have been. Now, if they actually decide to edit this upcoming scene that I'm referring to with the lines from the book, I won't have to. But I have a feeling I will. So, Chapter 3, The Ravages of the Plague. 3 days later, in Alterac, Arthas and his men wait near a crossroads along the King's Road for a certain young mage.
Prince Arthas, we've been waiting here for hours. Are you sure this friend of yours is coming?
That's Falric.
I'm sure. Jaina usually runs a little late.
I was hoping he'd be named Falric in this.
Stay your blade, Captain. She can take care of herself. Gentlemen, meet Miss Jaina Proudmoore, special agent to the Kirin Tor, and one of the most talented sorceresses in the land. It looks like you haven't lost your touch. It's good to see you again, Jaina.
You too, Arthas. It's been a while since a prince escorted me anywhere.
Yes, it has. Well, I guess we should get underway.
Our sources believe the plague originated in the region north of here. We should check out the villages along the King's Road.
Oh, man. So I'm also thinking of, gosh, there's so much to say that I learned from that book about this. Not just, about the things that happened between Arthas and Jaina. Believe it or not, did you know that Kael'Thas had a thing for Jaina as well? You see, this was also a time when Kael'Thas, because remember how close Kael'Thas is to Lordaeron, Kael'Thas was having diplomatic travels and visits with the Menethils. Of course, they were establishing, there was, diplomatic relations between Kael'Thas with the Sunstriders as well as the Menethils with Lordaeron. It makes perfect sense, right? Doesn't it? Given how close Kael'Thas and Silvermoon are to Lordaeron. I mean, you can even see it on the map in WoW today, how close, well, we are now, I guess, the ruins of Lordaeron till Silvermoon. So Kael'Thas had quite a bit of interactions with the Menethils, including both Jaina and Arthas. Not to mention, of course, because Kael'Thas was a very powerful mage, he and this is, of course, very common for the High Elves, remember they were the High Elves at this point, had a lot of dealings with Dalaran, which makes sense, given that Dalaran was a city with the mages and practicing of magic. So he also would not just have a lot of interactions with Arthas and his family, the Menethils, but also with Jaina and the rest of the mages at Dalaran. So there was this scene where Kael'Thas actually kind of ended up walking in on Jaina and Arthas having a private moment together. And let's just say it kind of became one of those kinds of moments when you think about it, like, you know, and this actually comes into play later on in the book, when in Frozen Throne, when Arthas is a Death Knight, though let's remind ourselves that's not actually Arthas. But anyways, I'm saving that for later. Trust me, I'm saving that for later. But oh my gosh, when you learn about the things that happened between Arthas and Jaina and their relationship, how much they cared for each other, but then they ended their relationship like that, but they still stayed as very close friends. Remember, Arthas still has that locket that she gave him to, you know, show how close they were in their friendship. You know, and, well, we know that he even kept that on him till the very end, because we get it if we do the Shadowborn questline in Wrath. Highly recommend reading the book, is what is my point. And if you don't want to read, or if you prefer to listen, they actually now have an audiobook of it, which is what I used. And like I said, I'm going to be reading a small snippet from that book about what happens leading up to the event of Stratholme. But we'll get there. We will be doing this next mission when we come back. Stay tuned.